Alright guys, Blackwar and welcome to another video, and today we're going to see some of the new transfers for FIFA 19. So this is my third video of it. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it because of upload and the fact that I'm going on holidays, but I'll try to make it work for you. I'm going to also stay on the PlayStation because last time when I did it on PC, the reviews I got were not very good, or at least not as good as I would like them to be. So we're going to stay on the PlayStation, and for the first transfer, we're going to go to Watford for a transfer that happened today on the 24th of July, and that would be Richard Lisson, sorry, going from Watford to Everton for 56 million euros. Now he's a 21-year-old left winger from Brazil, if I'm correct. There we go. 56 million, I don't know, seems a bit much for him. He played 6 very good months under Marcus Silva when he was still Watford's coach or manager, but now that he's Everton manager, he wanted to get him back, so he was promising on him. Maybe he'll continue to be like this with Everton. Only time will tell, but 56 million for him, even in today's market, seems a bit much. Next player for this video is Alisson. Alisson going from AS Roma to Liverpool. Liverpool desperate to find a new goalkeeper because of Loris Karius's mistakes. Even though I still love the guy and think he's a very good goalkeeper, I think he needs some time out of the goals, just like to come back as strong as he was. But Alisson making him the record breaker fee for a goalkeeper. So Liverpool both having the most expensive goalkeeper and most expensive centre back. Sorry, Alisson joining for 56 million pounds this time. Had a very good World Cup, even though Brazil ended their run in the quarterfinals. Had a very good season with Roma, reaching the semi-finals of the Champions League, sorry, against Liverpool. Nearly pulled an amazing comeback like they had done against Barcelona. But yeah, very good goalkeeper, and I think he can only do well with Liverpool. I'll do my Premier League predictions in a few weeks, but Liverpool are definitely out there. Now, the next transfer is a bit of a special one. We are in Bordeaux, and for those who've followed the deal, this is Malcom. So he's a right winger playing for Bordeaux, had very good seasons, and just like a bit like LeBron James if you follow the NBA, trying to pull the team like on his own, just carrying the whole team because he's the only player. Not as good as LeBron James, okay? Like, he's not far from being as good as him. But he was said to move to go to AS Roma yesterday. And when he was in the plane to go to Italy, I guess the president of the club of Bordeaux called him, and he was like, all right, you're going to stay in Bordeaux one more night because we have a better offer. And less than 24 hours later, Malcom has signed with Barcelona for... I think it's like 41 million euros. I'm pretty sure it's like 41 million euros plus 1 million bonus. Now, is he going to play with Barcelona? I don't know. I really don't know. He's playing on the right side. Never ever played on the left side with Bordeaux. So if you stick him on the right side, he's behind Messi and Dembele. I don't know. Now, obviously for him, it's a good move, leaving Bordeaux, leaving the French mid-table, like even the very deep part of the mid-table. He's going to get new teammates, a better team, better coach, better manager, better training. Everything's better in Barcelona, technically. So it's good for him. He's going to be able to improve. And yeah, good move, I think, compared to someone like Richard Alisson, because they are both the same age. This is a much better deal. Like value-wise. Fourth transfer of the day, and that would be Riyad Mahrez leaving the 2015-2016 Premier League champion Leicester to join the current title holders Manchester City. I think it's like a 50 million deal for the 27-year-old right mid from Algeria. Didn't do the World Cup because Algeria didn't qualify. But again, I'm going to compare this to Malcom and Richarlison. Although he's a proven player, like Mahrez has proven his worth in the Premier League. He's 27. Had one extremely good season with Jamie Vardy and N'Golo Kante. Then Kante left. Vardy meh, Mahrez meh, and I think he just has a very poor influence on like the team and the roster. So I don't know if like whether Man City has done a good deal with this. Mainly as well, you have to remember that he plays on Raheem Sterling's side, and last year, well, I mean still this year, Raheem Sterling's substitute is Bernardo Silva, and he's even younger than Mahrez, and like arguably as good, maybe even better than him. So I don't know whether this is a good deal by Manchester City. We'll see how it pans out for them. But yeah, that's the fourth big deal of this window. Now, next up, we're going to go to Monaco. Well, we're in Monaco, and that would be the transfer of the 31-year-old Portuguese. My God, Portuguese centre mid, João Moutinho. He was reaching near the end of his contract with the 2016-2017 Ligue 1 champions, and he's going to join for a whopping 5 million Wolverhampton to join Portugal's B squad, technically, because they have Rui Patricio, Diogo Jota, Ruben Neves. It's basically Portugal. But very good transfer. Again, Wolverhampton strengthening themselves as they come back into the Premier League. Very good business. He's a proven player. He has experience, a lot of experience, and he's just going to be good, like with the kid. Oh, that sounded so mad. He's just going to be like good to give his experience, share his like what happened in his career, and like give tips, give a bit of advice. So I think for 5 million, this is a real bargain for a player of his caliber. Very good business here by Wolverhampton. Now, another transfer, everyone like so coming, but we're gonna go to Copenhagen in the Danish Superliga, and it's AS Roma making a deal for the goalkeeper Robin Olsen to replace Alisson. Olsen had an amazing World Cup with Sweden, ending his run against England, I think. Yeah, against England. A very good World Cup, and his performance earned him a move from the Danish league to the top league, the top club in the Serie A, in AS Roma to replace, as I said, Alisson. So very good transfer by AS Roma, in my opinion. Not too expensive. I think it's like something like 7 or 8 million pounds. So definitely a transfer like interesting, and I think that's a very good business by AS Roma to replace Alisson with him. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about him except that he had a good World Cup, so I can't really like talk about if it's a good move or not. But value-wise, it seems interesting. Now, Red Bull Salzburg, a team that's known to give their good players to the Red Bull, Rasenballsport Leipzig, something like this, even though we all know it's Red Bull Leipzig. But this is a transfer not to Leipzig. This is Douye Chaletacar, or Chaletacar, I think it's like Chaletacar, going from RB Salzburg to Marseille for 17 million pounds. He was like on the radar of a lot of clubs, mainly Lyon. We'll talk about Lyon in like probably the next one of the next players. But 17 million for Chaletacar seems like a good deal. Very young player playing for Croatia, 21 years old. He was at the World Cup, so he is a runner-up in the World Cup this year, obviously won by France. Good business, in my opinion, by Marseille to replace, I think it's Doria, who's now leaving to go to Mexico, and Adel Rami is not the youngest. Rolando, again, not the youngest. So good business in my opinion by Marseille. Would have loved to have him in Lyon, but sadly we couldn't pull the move. So yeah, Tali Tatsar signing with Marseille. Good signing in my opinion by the Blue Olympic. Next up, Barcelona with two players. Sorry, maybe moving anytime soon. This is not confirmed. That's just a rumor. But the first one would be Luka Digne going from Barcelona, where he has very little game time, blocked by Jordi Alba, to go to the Premier League, a championship he's never played in, to join Everton as a replacement for Leighton Baines. That could be a very good business by Everton, unless they pay 56 million for him, which I hope they don't, because he's definitely not worth that much. But Luka Digne, good player, didn't go into the French squad for the World Cup, but he's a good player, definitely has talent. He's still young, he's like 24, so I think something is doable with him. Someone to watch out if he somehow goes to a club where he has game time. So that would be the first move. And the second move, I think I covered it in the second episode, but I'm not sure. But it still hasn't changed. That still is Yeremina. Yeremina looking for a move. Now, last time, well, I don't know if I had done it, but if I hadn't done it, last time Yeremina was on the radar of teams like Everton, but Everton seems to have forgotten about him. But now the leader on the player would be Lyon. I think United stepped in today with a 30+ million bid for the Colombian centre back. So I don't know what's gonna happen for him. I would love to have him in Lyon, just to replace like the people who left. And yeah, Yeremina, good World Cup. I don't know about him a lot, except from his World Cup and the fact that Barcelona kind of put a veto on him, saying that you're not going to play this year. But apart from that, I don't know a lot. Alright, and to finish the episode off, there's a lot of transfers I haven't covered, but like I'm not going to make a video for every transfer that happens. It's another transfer rumor, but it's been on the radars for quite a while now. That would be Hector Herrera seeking a move outside of Porto, and again the main team would be Lyon. Now the deal would be about like a 45 million euros plus offer by Lyon. So as a Lyon fan, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly happy with this. Like somehow replacing Fekir, if he somehow lives, with Herrera is not at all a good business. I'm just not happy with like such a thing like this. If it does happen, then it happens, but if it could avoid such a transfer, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Herrera, good player though, very good player. Played well for Mexico. Has been to Porto like a while. I don't know when he joined, but he's like 28. So again, like it just doesn't fit in Lyon's transfer recruitment policy and everything. But we'll see what happens. I think that's where I'll wrap the video up. So if there's any transfer I missed, sorry, but I'll make another video next week on this. So don't worry, you still have content on the channel about FIFA 19 and the transfers. For all the people who just tuned in my channel and watched this video, there is a whole lot of playlists. Sorry, a whole video, like there's a whole playlist with videos on FIFA 19. So you've got first like the transfers, and you have a FIFA 19 wish list. So you're free to check this out on my channel. It'd be a massive pleasure for me if you did. Yeah, make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment down below if there's anything you want me to do, any transfer you want to react to. I'll answer to everyone. Make sure to follow me on my social medias. The links are in the description down below. You've got my Twitter and my Instagram. And of course, subscribe for daily content on this channel. You've got Pro Cycling Manager every day until the end of the Tour de France. And then I'll make a series on it. You have FIFA, you've got Football Manager, you have the Crew 2. I just purchased the game I don't know what I'm gonna do on it, but I can assure you I'm gonna make videos on it because I absolutely love the game. And maybe like you've got GeoGuessr as well. Like I'm trying to bring as much content as I can on this channel because I absolutely love doing this right now. And yeah, I'm just trying to share my love of what I'm doing with you by doing these videos. So as I said, please make sure to leave a like on the video. And yeah, I ranted way too long for the end, trying to reach 10-minute mark to get the CPM, even though I only have like 90 subs, well 94 subs. But yeah, I've been Blackwar. It's been a pleasure talking to you today, guys, and goodbye.